Ronda Rousey made a point that the nature of the UFC's deal is such that they should not spend money to get the best fights and fighters possible. They should reduce costs to make as big a profit as possible. That sounds right to me. That sounds right. Dana White, I randomly in a piece of content a couple of years ago mentioned that the UFC does not need to have the best fighters in the world anymore. Dana White that night made fun of the way I dress in response to that piece of content. I'll send it to you. It's fascinating. Yeah, he not that night or within a day of that, he made fun of the way that I look and I dress in response to what I said about the fact that they do not need the best fighters anymore, which of course just multiplied all of my platforms immensely and helped me wrap up brand deals that I was working on very quickly because of all the extra attention. So I'm very grateful that he did that. But what that said to me was I was on the right track a couple of years ago, and Ronda kind of made it even more succinctly is like, why on earth would they spend big money to have the best fights when they can spend small money to insert any serviceable MMA fighters within their already existing high performing, high profit ecosystem. And that's what that corporation is right now. There is no real incentive for them to make their broadcasts different, innovative, better, to make their fights better. There's zero incentive for it. All the profit is already being made. They're in an era of can we cut costs and make higher profits? And so as a result, but having said that, they control the narrative. They are the UFC is a marketing company. It happens to market within the realm of fighting, and they put on fights as a tool to market, right? They spend I don't know if it's 5 times or 10 times or 30 times more money on marketing than they do paying fighters. They are a marketing company. They are a media company, right? So as a result, they can create an audience that will consume whatever they tell them to consume. And that's their business model. And if you are like a deep consumer of martial arts, not storytelling, not rankings, and not Twitter beefs, if you're a deep consumer of martial arts, you don't need to watch any of it.